Hi, I'm Dave from Boyinaband. That's a picture, isn't it nice? Have you been struggling to find people who are just like you, a massive statistics nerd? Well, this is the greatest video on the internet for you. We're going to take a look at nationmaster.com, which is a great site for finding tons of different statistics about various countries. Compare countries on just about anything. I thought one fun thing to do might be to take a look at some of the stereotypes we have of countries and see if we can statistically verify them. So for instance, English people, we're tea drinkers. So let's see if we have like the amount of tea consumption. Perfect! Countries compared by tea consumption. We actually are! England is literally the number one. This is only 17 countries measured, but that's hilarious. What's the least? Belgium. Belgium hates their tea. There's a stereotype. Ooh, beer consumption. Let's see this one. Ireland. Are Irish people stereotypically drunk? Whoa, Australia is below England. I guess the football hooligan thing exists as a stereotype, doesn't it? Yeah, we've got Germans with their beer. That's a stereotype, going around with their lederhosen. Oh, he's so happy. And yeah, there's France who's like, nah. Je voudrais le wine?
Non, je préfère le vin, les chiens non civilisés.
I'm sure that is totally not incorrect in any way. And Italy right at the bottom of the beer one. Too busy with their pizza, I guess. Alright, that's a fun little way to start. Oh yeah, I was going to check coffee. So I'm going to guess Americans with their coffee? Coffee? I want my coffee. Hey, can I have my coffee right now? I need some help. Oh, Norway. Vikings like their coffee. In one of my previous videos, I mentioned Finnish people were Vikings. There's always going to be something dumb that I say. I wonder what it will be in this video. Cannabis use for okay. I wonder if cannabis use correlates with happiness. New Zealand is at the top, not Jamaica or something. Jamaica's not on the list. Japan right at the bottom. Wow. They hide it well. What's Japan's drug of choice instead then? Anime. Let's think of some other stereotypes. Okay, Americans are fat. That's one that I've heard a bunch. Let's see if Americans are the fattest. My guess would be something like Japan near the bottom and America is probably going to be near the top. Holy crap, it is! It's the States right at the top. 30%. That's scary, man. And that's quite a bit more than most of these others. Japan and South Korea near the bottom. So that stereotype of Americans being fat is apparently true as well. Glad to see a little accidental pun with hungry near the top of the obesity charts there. Let's look up some stereotypes. Italians are lovers. What would that result in? Like, that might imply that Italians are so passionate that they might get caught up in the heat of the moment and get married to someone they're not quite ready to get married to, so maybe they'd have a higher divorce rate. Let's check that. Well, it looks like the Italians are doing better than the US. Jesus. 5 in 1,000 people. Is that per year? Italy's way near the bottom. Maybe that passion is keeping them together. Is there any other way to measure, like, how passionate they are? Oh, right. Fertility rate. There we go. A lot of Africa. Italy's lagging behind. Are they behind the UK? Holy crap, they are. So in that sense, English people, either that or Italian people have just figured out how to use contraception. So I think that's inconclusive on the Italian people are passionate. How about the America stereotype? Who is most patriotic? Draw between Ireland and the US. I did not know Irish people were that patriotic. Followed by my boy Max. And you're bloody right, we're patriotic. Germany right at the bottom. Nah, we don't care. I suppose there's certain things to be less than proud of in the past century for them. But yeah, that was in 1990. Perhaps this has changed. Canadians are boring. I've never heard that stereotype. I've heard Canadians are polite. Is there anything about politeness? Something to do with sharing, maybe. Maybe crime rate. That could work. This is total crime, so it'll be the US, won't it? Yeah. That's pretty scary. That said, doesn't the US have like 300 million people and England has 60 million? Would that mean that we have a way higher crime rate? And everyone has different definitions of what a crime is, of course. Total crimes per 1,000. That'll do it. Are the Canadians at the bottom? What the hell? Iceland was the happiest country and they commit the most crimes. Well, Canada's near the top of this one. That's not very polite at all. What does level of crime mean? Oh, this is how serious do you feel the level of crime is. So this is just what people think. A lot of people feeling very safe down the bottom. If De Antwoord has taught me anything, South Africa is very unsafe.
When you say South Africa, the first things that come to mind is racism, apartheid, and crime.
What's the actual crime levels? I've got various different ones here. What's the age of criminal responsibility for different countries? What? 6 in the US. 6. Holy crap. If that's real, that seems frickin' backwards. No bloody wonder America's got a crazy frickin' prison population if they're imprisonating all their frickin' toddlers. Imprisonating? Oh, where are you most likely to be punched? I'd guess the African countries. Scotland! Oh man, the Glaswegian kiss is a true stereotype then. If you're unfamiliar, a Glaswegian kiss, I was informed when I was in Glasgow, is a headbutt. Scotland and Northern Ireland. Man, I did not think they would be right at the top. So they're relatively safe places to be, but you get punched. So people feel safe, but you're gonna get punched. So does that mean people are just okay with being punched in Scotland and Northern Ireland? Oh, it's just a part of life, innit? Oh, hi, it's just a part of life. I can't do it. And Sweden as well. Need to watch myself around Rumi. I wouldn't trust this too much. It seems a little off when Scotland is getting more than, like, Syria. Alright, what else we got? Ooh, murders per capita. Let's have a look. Turkey. I did not have the stereotype of Turkeys being murderers? Turkish people being murderers. But there we are. Alright, that's a cheery one. What can we move on to that's more cheery? Oh, interesting. Country versus country. United Kingdom versus United States. Round 1. Fight. Looks like you have more money than us. So you flew the coop and started to make it on your own. I can only be proud of you. Geographic area. Yeah, I think you've won there. So what else have we got? People. Yeah. America's got more people. Jesus Christ. Yeah, like 5 times as many people and 15 times as many military aircraft. America's got more poverty. Ha! Take that, America. It's kind of sad. Higher murder rate. That's a way higher murder rate as well. So it looks like you make more money, but there's a lot more death. So you win some, you lose some. Let's take a look at this top stats. Like, what do people care about most? Disposable income, naturally. That was Switzerland. Gun murder rate, South Africa. Prisoners, suicide rate, murder rate, rapes. Jesus Christ, people are freaking downers, aren't they? Internet usage, there's a positive one. Internet users per 1,000 people. 953. That's a freaking impressive amount. They've got all their grandmas using it as well. They must get so many chain letter emails. 814 for Australia. Man, how do they do that? So there's a stereotype. Icelandic people are internet goers. Where's the unemployment rate highest? Yes, should have thought so. Is it higher in the US or the UK? Oh yeah, 0.1%. Read it and weep. Well, it is a really sad thing, so I guess either way you'd weep. Every time I go past that country, I always misread it as Montserrat. And I'm like, why is there a country called Montserrat? Where is Montserrat? Ah, Montserrat's near Puerto Rico in the Dominican Republic. I am now educated. One more country to stereotype. Saudi Arabia. Okay, all I think of when I think of like Saudi Arabia is homophobic, oil, royal, and income inequality. Huh, I used to live over there. Sharjah. Wonder if I can find my house. Probably not anymore. How homophobic is Saudi Arabia? Let's finish up on that cheery note. Well, here's the legality of homosexual acts. We pop down to Saudi. Illegal, penalty, death or life imprisonment. Yep, they're homophobic as hell. But they've got oil, so it's okay. Like, aren't they actually one of the most gay societies? Oh, China is, according to this site. Like, what's a good thing about Saudi Arabia? Other than money. Is Saudi Arabia a good country? No. Okay, well, this doesn't seem very promising. Well, it's a freaking pretty country, Jesus Christ. Okay, if you're from Saudi Arabia, I'm sure there must be some good things about your country. Please leave them in the comments. I think an appropriate way to end this video would be listening to the national anthem of Montserrat, which is just the same as the one from England. I'll roll with it. Bye.